What's going on, everybody out there? Welcome to a new episode of Motivation with Erob. I believe in me, and I believe in you. Man, I got a special guest in the building with me today, y'all. When I say this man right here is the epitome of greatness, this man is the epitome of making dreams come to life on camera. He the epitome of just black excellence, man. Jeff Jackson, y'all.
What's going on, Erob? I
What's
appreciate you
going?
having me.
Yes, sir. What's going on, my brother? First of all, how you feeling, man? Talk to me. Like, how are you feeling to be in the essence of black excellence, man? And we're gonna get into some of the stuff later on in the interview of what you do and how you do it. But just tell the people a little bit, who you are, man. Talk to them.
I'm Jeff J. Square Jackson. I'm a film director based in Atlanta, Georgia. Born and raised from the east side of Atlanta. So started, I'll tell them about myself.
Mm-hmm.
Started in the music industry, doing day-to-day photography for different artists. Then the goal got bigger, the vision got bigger. I want to do music videos. I didn't want to just be following the artists, taking pictures. So then we did the music videos. I did the music videos 4 years on a big scale. Got tired of the music videos. So now the vision where I'm at now is now we shooting films.
Ooh-wee. He done progressed, man, and that's what I love, y'all. See, because today's episode is about overcoming adversity and leveling up in life, man. Because I feel like a lot of people out here, man, like y'all are okay with settling for less when you are so much more, man. You are greatness, and a lot of y'all be worried about what your family think or your friends think, and you just gotta go for it, man. Because Jeff, that's what he's exemplifying and showing y'all, man. If you notice, he said he started off with photography. Boom, he like, man, oh, this boring now, man. So then he moved on to shoot music videos. And real quick, man, just drop a couple names of the music videos you shot.
I mean,
Go ahead. You can hit them with a
couple hundred of them, but I mean, everybody know about Vito. You got it.
Ooh.
Platinum selling, double platinum record. When I was doing day-to-day content creative direction for artists, BRS Cast song called Throat Baby. Everybody know Throat Baby.
Throat Baby. Shout out all my Throat Baby. We're going to cut that out.
But yeah, so, Pee Wee Longway, one of my biggest artists. All of my clients are like family, so I'm not even going to say like these are my clients. He's like, it's like family, because we built the bond through creating art, even though it's a music video, we look at it as art.
Right. That's real, man. That's real. And so you transitioned from music videos and into the films. And real quick before we go into talking about film, so what made you realize, Jeff, like at one point that you were like, I'm kind of tired of music videos. I want to go into film. And this is real, man, because I think a lot of people need to understand you from a director standpoint in the world right now, in the climate we're in, man. It's like the industry, man, is very cutthroat. It's very cutthroat. Sure. Like I work with a lot of artists as well, but I'm shining you right now, brother. Yeah. Everybody know how Erob do, but like just tell the people, like, how did you feel like working with music artists? Like do you feel like it's a sense of entitlement, or was it cool overall, that experience? And as well as, did you ever feel in danger when you were shooting these music videos for different artists? 'Cause I know you did rap artists too. So just give people a little bit background of that and how,
like the music video game changed looking back, like at the 90s, a small budget back then was 400,000. Small budget now, 1,500. So just looking at the, how it dropped so bad. Right. Back then they spent $1 million budgets on videos.
So it sounds like, Jeff, what you trying to say is artists want to be cheap. That's what it is.
I want to say it's the artist, but it's somebody. It's not the artist for sure. Because they not spending the money. But it's just like, it was more so like, I guess music videos not valued as much as they were. Even when I first started shooting music videos, like right now we're in a time right now where music videos, you can't really make no money off of them right now. You know what I mean? Because they don't value them. They won't run the guns. They don't really want. A lot of artists nowadays don't want to sit on set 12 hours a day.
That's real.
You know what I mean? They don't care for the big productions. If we could get a nice, high-quality video shot, running gun, whatever the case may be, they'd rather do that.
Right. And they trying to just get that content out quick.
Yeah.
So they don't understand the artistry. And just tell people a little bit, man, about the artistry of directing and how Jeff Jackson got into, like, what made you literally like break down the art and learn how to direct? Or was that just something you just always had a vision? Like, was you an athlete coming up that just, I just got a vision for everything. I just see stuff that people can't see.
So everything started, I played college baseball, got hurt. Then we had these old cameras, so I'm like, ain't none of our parents could come down because we in the middle of the country, JUCO baseball, so our parents couldn't really come down and watch us play. So I'm like, well, if I came up with a way where we could film the games, our parents could just watch it, and they ain't got to worry about coming down, taking off work. So that's how I started. Then I was like, I got love for this. So I took the cameras home, back to Atlanta, and that was 2015, right when Atlanta started becoming the Black Mecca, Black Hollywood, Black Mecca Entertainment. So, I started shooting a couple people, like a couple of my homeboys made music, and it was like, man, I really like this. We know sports got to end one day, some type of way. So
that's
it was like,
real, same thing.
I was an education major, you know what I mean? So it was just like, I ain't really want to teach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In a sense, I will teach because I'm teaching now, you know what I mean? But it's just like, I couldn't see myself waking up every day and going to be a school teacher. So, so I started doing that, and then like I always been like I'm a natural born leader. So it was like I knew I could direct or I could lead a crew of people to create a project. Now anybody that has worked on any of my productions, they'll tell you like a director not supposed to touch no equipment. My crew go to lunch, I'm taking equipment off the grip truck. How can we get ahead? You know what I mean? I'm helping them. I'm not finna sit here and just point fingers, do all this, dress all cute. You know what I mean? That's not a leader. A leader is one who can lead you to your goal, you know what I mean? And that's basically taking sacrifices. They ain't sit there pointing fingers. that's a slave owner, you know what I mean? So
good grief, that boy dropping gems. So that's deep, man. And I definitely think, man, like it just sounds like with you, Jeff, even though you're that guy, you don't look at a title and just be like, well, I'm a director, I don't do this and that. And I feel like, Jeff, a lot of times nowadays, even in this industry, people they have these titles and they feel like with the word title, entitlement comes with that. You know what I'm saying? And people think like, because I got this, I don't got to do this and that. And man, I just want to salute you, bro, because you being a director and like you saying, you touching things on set and you helping, that just shows the essence of who you are. And I feel like the people around you, they see that, man, and they feel the greatness within you, and that's gonna resonate throughout your set, and to get the job done at the end of the day. So that's just dope to hear you say that. And like, can you give any inspiring directors at the house before we touch into this next topic? Like where can they start? Like what books should they read? Is it videos that they could watch, or like just get them some guidance on how to break through and how to create that niche? Because I feel like that's important as well.
So my biggest bit of advice would be like, if you want something, you gotta go get it. I ain't never really have. I did a couple interns. I interned under a couple of different directors, but they only gonna teach you so much because they'll have that fear that you'll shoot past them.
Come on, bro.
Anybody that come under me, first thing I tell them, they like, I want to intern for you. Like, I love what you're doing. I want to be just like you. And I tell them, nah, be better than me. You know what I mean? I want you to be better. I don't want to have that bragging to say, oh, I taught him this, I taught him that. Nah, I want to see you shine. I want to see everybody. It's a lot of money out here for everybody to make. So it's like, why should I be stingy to the point where it's like, all right, now I'm going to hold you back because I see something in you. You know what I mean? I done had the only two internships I had, I ain't going to drop no names, but it was a situation where they'd kicked me out the group. You know what I mean? They done blocked me on social media. You know what I mean? They done sent me emails seeing me as a threat. You know what I mean? I'm humble, you know what I mean? So I'm not even still to this day, I wouldn't never act like I'm the biggest, the best in the world because there's always room for growth. You know what I mean?
Right. And I know that, man, and I think, but that's dope, man, because that next generation of OGs, like I say, because I direct as well and stuff, and I always, when I'm working with people, man, like shout out to Blue behind the camera, like she'll tell you, like in my crew, anybody know, man, I just always love to share knowledge because I feel like we the next wave, man, and it's important for us to spread the wealth and spread the knowledge, man, because the OGs, a lot of them ain't really the OGs no more. It's like, they in competition. Like, have you had experience with any older, like, because I know, man, I ain't gonna drop no names either. I know I've been in situations where I've came into, like, because people say in order to get to a certain level, you have to try to find that group or that tribe. And sometimes I feel like, Jeff, in any industry, sometimes the younger crowd, when they come into a niche or come into a tribe, and the old head in the tribe, they see the young person, like, coming up, and it's like, oh shit, this competition. Like, I done had studios, try to say I fake stole equipment just to get me out of the studio.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that shit is crazy. Like,
Sure.
So like, what do you think? What do you think the old heads like need to understand with the young crowd too? Because I mean, you've been doing it for a while, but you still young, so it's a lot of old heads that look at you like a damn threat. Let's be real.
All the time, but it's like, I mean, I remember when I first started, I DM'd a bunch of old heads, and I'm like, y'all, I'm trying to work for you. You know what I mean? I'm talking to myself in their DM.
Dang.
I dropped one project, or I might have dropped a video.
Yeah.
Now they following me, they liking everything. Yo, let's work. You know what I mean? I want to be on your shit. I got 5 of them right now. I can pull up off the top of my head.
What you do, Jeff? What you do? Delete.
I just said, for sure, appreciate the support. You know what I mean? It's nothing personal, but I know you can scroll up and see my previous DMs. You know what I mean? So it's like.
So you leave it at that.
Yeah, I leave it at that. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't feel no type of way about you, but when I was like seeking knowledge, you know what I mean? And you trying to charge me to come say, I know people feel like you got to sell people the game, but in some industries like film, why should I have to sell? It's so many projects that people can shoot. Everybody got different creativity. Like, I just hired a whole team, so like, I got 5 creative directors. They all have their own different style. So one of them might fit better on this project. So I'm putting them on that one. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be.
And I love you talking about that, man. And because we're gonna transition over to this film that y'all gotta hear about, man. But like, it's a lot of artists, like I say, my mom, she owns like a massage business, and she's in the spa industry. Then got my I got a home girl who's like, she's in the cosmetic business, and she's getting her feet wet. Then I got my girl Blue, she killing it in the music industry, and all these people in all these different industries that I know. But it's like, how did you build that team, man? Because it's like, I see a lot of great people and they doing shit by themselves, but I be telling folks like, man, you gotta have a team, because it's hard to. So how did you build your team? I feel like a lot of people can, learn from you on that. Like, do they just come to you? Do you got to reach them?
So
pray, goddamn, what you got to
do? For the longest, I was doing it by myself. You know what I mean? I never really had nobody locked down tied to J Square Production. But then I realized I can't do all this by myself. I was getting bigger than what I realized. So everybody that's on my team now are people who's always been in front of my face. Always. Like, these are my friends. You know what I mean? My genuine friends. So it's like, I don't build off experience. I build off work ethic. You know what I mean? Like, we can learn together. We can figure it out together. That's the same way we started. So why we can't build off work ethic? Why I'm going to ask you how many sets you learn. I mean, you work. People worked 1,000 sets, they still don't know nothing. You know what I mean? So, but if I see you work 3-4 sets, and I always remember in the back of my head, you was the one running around. When somebody asks for something, you the first one jumping on it every time. You know what I mean? That's what I'm building off of. That's where I'm building my team. That's where I'm always look for new people to work with. It's off work ethic. It ain't gonna be it.
So at the end of the day, Jeff, you basically saying anybody at the house who's trying to build that team, understand that. Start looking at the people around you that got that work ethic, and you can plug them in and teach them your systems, and y'all come up together.
Yep.
Instead of trying to, I see them, they got 300,000 followers. Oh my goodness, please answer my DMs. Hell no, it don't work like that.
To me.
Yeah, because So I love that, man. I love that. So let's transition over, man. Tell the people about J Square Productions and how you just came out with this new phenomenal movie called Mindfuc. Tell the people.
So, like I said, transition out the music video world, I had to do a short film. So my first one, I ain't gonna lie, I had quit my job. So we shot Mindfuc February 10th. I was working at Delta. I was still, even though I was going on tour working with all these artists, I was still working at Delta Airlines.
Ooh,
you know what I mean? For like
so you was balancing Delta and working with all this?
Yeah, so when I was doing the transition from the music industry to the film, it's like, I need all my time. So, I quit Delta on February 5th. Still got 2 week notice on my desktop. But anyway, we shot, I came up my first film. I'm like, yo, I need something creative. I got to come out the gate swinging. You know what I mean? I got to hit these folks with something different. You know what I mean? So my niche And my audience is like our generation. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say like young folks, but you know what I mean? Probably like, we say like 17 to like 35, 40. We could go 42. So, you know, Mindfuc is about the morning after a one-night stand. It's no dialogue. It's straight internal thoughts. So you see two strangers laying in the bed after they met at the club. You know, they just had sex.
Damn.
You know, they waking up like, what happened last night? More so trying to like figure it out, but it's more so like, nah, you know, I know you done had probably about 20, 31 night stands, so you know what I'm talking about.
Nah.
So
I'm a virgin. My audience know.
So it's more.
I get married.
So it's more so like, dang, why the female like, why give it up on the first night? Male like, dang, you know, I hope she ain't ugly. Damn, did I use a condom? I might have forgot. You know, and then it's just like, oh, I'm about to try to spin the block. Then, you know, she fine. Oh, I got to keep her around.
Right.
You know, so it's a dope experience, and it's a film that can really turn into an episodic series, which everybody keep asking. I want to see the next one. I want to see the next one. It's like, all right, I'm going to give y'all the next one.
So you shot it kind of like a pilot, like to see, or like?
At first, it was never intended to be an episodic series. I knew it could. I knew it could be, but in the beginning, I'm just like.
And break down to the audience that don't know what an episodic series is at the house.
So, you know, it's a series that ultimately contains episodes. So it's like, you know, your snowfalls, your BMFs, your money heists, you know, anything that could keep going. Right. And, you know, each of these episodes will probably last 10 minutes, you know, because it's all internal dialogue, so it is experimental in a sense, because we never see any actual interaction, like talking back and forth. It's all in the head. So
the actors didn't even, so they're not even talking. It's just like literally, it's like their thoughts.
It's their thoughts.
Damn. So you got, man, see, this is what I love directors like this, man. Like, that's different. Like, you can't, ain't too many people doing that. And y'all know I always preach, man, to be you, be uniquely you, because he's doing something that you don't really see out there like that. So were you kind of nervous about going with this Mindfuc, like going in a different approach?
I'm always going against the grain. You know what I mean? All my films.
So I want to make you nervous.
Nah, I don't. I mean, I know I'm gonna gain a fan out of somebody. So I mean, I'm saying that like I'm trying to say it in the least cocky way as possible.
Nah, pop your shit.
You know what I mean? So it's like, let's be different. Like, how many times we gonna see a motivational film? I'm motivated enough. How many more inspirational films we gonna see? How many struggling black family films are we gonna see? You know what I mean? No shade against nobody, but let's be real. You know what I mean? We got to give. We don't have a director other than Issa Rae. That's the only director that caters to our generation. You know what I mean? Insecure rap shit. You know what I mean? Great. You know what I mean?
That's important, man. That's definitely important.
So like, all I'm doing is bringing real life experiences to a screen. You know what I mean? Everything I'm doing is relatable. You watch every film that I'm gonna do.
Right.
And you're gonna have some type of connection to it. Oh, I remember this. I remember when this happened, that was like this. You know what I mean? So that's my.
So at the end of the day, like so with the movie Mindfuc, like, was the way you shot it, are you saying it was a film that you turned into a series, or are you saying like how, like, what's the, like, basically the length so people can understand, like?
So Mindfuc is only 7 minutes and 4 seconds. You know, so like, ultimately it was a standalone film, but now I could coin it as a pilot because I know, you know, if I'm keep talking to different people about, you know, picking this up, then it's like, all right, I want to keep this going. You know what I mean? I already got the next 15 episodes already laid out. They're not written, but I got them laid out.
For sure, already. So talk to the people. How did you, because like I say, y'all, Mindfuc going crazy in the street. I'm talking about people, mamas, baby mamas, grandmas, aunties. I saw a little kid run down the street to my Mindfuc. I said, boy, you better shut your little young ass up. I took off my belt. It's just going crazy in the street. So how did you get your cast together for this? Like what was your thought? Like, did you already have that perfect actor or perfect this and that when you were writing it, or it's just something naturally? Like, how did you cast? Cause
so even with casting, like, it goes the same thing with building a team. Fuck the experience. Like, I need I could direct you. If a good director could direct the actor how to act. So it's like, if you have no acting experience.
Hold on. Say it one more time.
A good director can direct an actor how to act. if they wrote the story, you could coach that actor to, I guess, take that character that you're trying to build. If you build that character, you know how you want that character. So with me building the 2 characters I built, I went straight to Instagram. This is Atlanta. It's an Atlanta-based story. So it's like, all right, let me go look. Let me see who got that look that I'm looking for that fit. Jason and Camille, that was the character. Even though they never talked, they still got names. But who fits both of these characters the best look-wise? And it's like, okay, cool. I could coach them out of each situation. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So it was challenging because it's a different type. So it's really like you coaching them with just facial expressions and body language versus coaching them, like the tone of how they need to say something.
Right. So what was the biggest obstacle in directing this film that you ran into? Because I think, like I say, we're going to get into the good news with what happened with his film and shit in a second, but like basically, like when you were creating it, was it anything that you ran into? Because people see these great products at the end, but I don't understand what us directors and really creatives in general, anybody in any business industry that come out with a finished product, whether it's a music artist, damn near a massage therapist, a lash tech, whoever does things in life, they come across adversity. So what was the moment like that you might have came across, like, damn, how I'm gonna figure this out, and you made it through?
So it got to like the edit process. And now that's why I tell everybody, like, if I had to give myself a grade, I'd give myself a C- on it. People think I'm crazy.
Stop. That shit was A+. But go ahead.
People think I'm crazy, but continuity is a big thing when you doing films, And with this, because there was no dialogue, I didn't see the importance of hiring a script supervisor, and a script supervisor is making sure it's continuity across the board, and it was just like when we got to the editing process, it's like, dang, she didn't do this, or she did something different right here, or dang, she was sitting up here, but she was laying down on this one. So it was just like, looking back at it, it's like, okay, yeah, every project, script supervisor, making sure, you know what I mean? So it didn't really come to the post process, but like when I watch the film every time, I notice every mistake in continuity. But that's just me, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be a perfectionist, so all I'm gonna do is just move on. We build on that, and we just don't let it happen again.
For sure, man. I love that, man. And like I say, we about to wrap up in the second job, but tell the people, man, like about like your initial reaction to when you drop this film, seeing the looks of people's faces, seeing dun 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 dun. Tell them who hit you up, bro. Tell them who hit you up after this damn film, Joe. You go ahead.
So. I did the premiere on my birthday. That was my birthday present to myself. Sold out Plaza Theater. Had a great event. And then, I went the festival route. I ain't gonna lie, I went 0-35 for festivals. They wasn't accepting me. You know what I mean? I'm not sure why. Then I look at the projects that they got in there, but, just move on from it. So then I found another festival that was Revolt, for Revolt TV, HBCU. Submitted to it. They loved it. So November 18th at 10 p.m. you can watch Mindfuc on Revolt TV.
Woo! Oh yes, black excellence. Oh, shabba both sides. Oh yes. So man, that's amazing, bro. How did that feel, man? Like Revolt TV, and if I'm not mistaken, P Diddy is the owner of Revolt, right?
Correct.
That is crazy, and I know you probably grew up like
Diddy. I got 4 idols: Diddy, Meek,
damn.
Hove, and Ross. Well,
That's
Gotti
amazing.
too. So 5.
You feel like of course hard work came, but you feel like you manifested that like with Revolt TV, or that shit just was like, wow, bro, like.
I ain't gonna lie, I lost faith once the festival, like once I was going 0-35, so it was like, somebody had basically told me like, nah, you ain't finna just throw this out, And I gained my faith back. They helped me find the festival, and I did it. So it was like, I'm forever be grateful for that.
Damn.
But it's just crazy. It's my first one, and like after the Revolt thing, like I'm literally walking in the gas station. Somebody like, yo, I'm looking like, I'm on the West End. Like, bro, no, I'm just saying I love your film. I'm a fan of your work. Like, let's work. And that was happening like that's been happening for the past 3.5 weeks.
Damn.
So it's like, I'm just using that as motivation just to keep going. And of course, I'm not gonna get comfortable. I want to drop one every month.
For sure, shit. I'm trying to be in the field. Look, y'all know Erob. I do it all, shit. Fuck directing. I want to act in some of his stuff. This boy got a this boy brain is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, but so have you personally met P. Diddy yet?
Nah,
Okay.
not yet.
You just talked to like, so when you sign, so is it like distribution or can
it's a license. It's a license deal.
Okay.
So, I can still go other networks or
Oh, that's
have
dope.
it anywhere else. Yeah. So it's
That's
just
dope.
a license deal for one of their series called Short and Fresh.
Right. That's dope, man. So we about to wrap up in a second, y'all, but tell the people a little bit about how much you feel like ownership is important and owning the rights to your content and shit, because this is big, man. Like, where we in, I ain't gonna lie. Look, I ain't trying to go in there conspiracy shit on camera, y'all, but Jeff, it's a lot of weird stuff that be going on in this industry, man.
Sure.
And I feel like a lot of artists, whether you're in front or behind, you have to understand the importance of owning the rights of your content, your damn masters, like all that shit. And if you don't own 100%, you need to own most of the rights of your shit. So tell people a little bit, man, how important you feel like it is owning. Because I'm pretty sure people are already like, shit, can I buy Mindfuc from you for goddamn 900,000? Would you sell it if somebody said $3 million right now?
Oh, for a fact, because that whole $3 million gonna come straight to me. I ain't had no investor. I had no EP. That was all self-funded. That was
$50 million.
Yeah, they can take it. that's gonna be that's an $18,000 investment turned into 50 million. So of course I'm gonna take it.
Right.
We're gonna shoot $1 million more. So it's just like
Yeah. So how much? So why do you feel like it is important though for artists to, you know what I'm saying, and creatives to own, just have the ownership of their content?
Because we made it, we created it. Just because you put $1 behind my idea, don't mean you own this. You didn't make it. You helped fund the dream. You know what I mean? So in a sense, yeah, you're going to get paid. You're going to get paid a return on what you invested, but you're not going to own my project.
That's real.
But that's why I don't really care to look for executive producers or investors. I go do whatever I got to do to make my own money.
What the hell just been my whole life, y'all? Y'all can have Blue behind the camera. She'll tell, like, bro, like, this, bro, it's like you like my twin that I never met, bro. Like, because the way you talking that is how I tell people all the time, bro.
I can say I was working at Red Lobster. When was that? 2014, 2016. I just started. That's when I just started in the film. And I'm bartender, so we had a tip share. It wasn't our tips. I got my tips, took them home every night, but we had a tip share that the service had to tip us out every night. So I saved mine for like 3 months straight. It got to like, I ended up getting like $2,500. I took that whole $2,500, went and bought 4 lights. Kept doing it every 2 months. Kept doing it. Then I kept buying equipment. So
Damn,
I had a quote unquote grip truck, but what I was doing was putting my little 5 lights, my little 3C stands, my little generator and fog machine in the U-Haul, and pulling up. I'm bringing the U-Haul $20 every day. Wow. And coming up. So I still got pictures of me sitting outside with my U-Haul. Then from there I got my first little grip van, and then from there now I own the only black grip and electric rental house in Atlanta.
Ooh, black excellence, man. Y'all heard them. So shit, how can they contact you for that? Like the grip stuff?
So my G&E company is called Dogon Lighting.
Okay.
Lighting and Grip. So, we did a lot of projects. We actually did work with Revolt. We do stuff with Master Pill. We did stuff with Spring Hill Company, which is the Braun company. We do a lot of music videos. So yeah, Dogon Lighting and Grip, you go get a quote from anywhere, we'll beat it. You know what I mean? Because we community based, so it's like, because I remember being that young videographer who wasn't getting the budgets, being able to rent equipment. So it's like, I'm not gonna bust your head. You chasing a dream. I have the resources to help you accomplish your dream. I ain't really had nobody doing that for me, but if I can do that for somebody else, why not?
That's 100, man. That's I love to hear that, bro. And so. To wrap this up, man, like, can you tell people at the house, like, it's somebody watching this video, Jeff, and they feeling damn inspired right now, man, but, like, at the same time, sometimes people feel like the lack of resources or, the lack of support from their family members not believing in them, them trying to balance a 9 to 5 and going for their dreams. They like, man, fuck it, I might as well just stick to this job. I'm ready to give up. What can you tell them, man, to keep going, bro? Because it just sounds like to you always had your vision, man, and you knew, bro, eventually I'm not gonna have to work here no more. I'm not gonna have to do this and that. So can you kind of tell people, to wrap it up, like how to transition, like out of that, like and go for their dreams if they feel like just lost, man? Like what should they do? Where should they start?
One, you got to master your craft. I'm a firm believer in putting your 10,000 hours in. I done put my 10,000 hours in at least 1,000 times. You know what I mean? So like, if you want something, you gotta go get it. You know what I mean? Find that motivation from something. Yeah, I ain't come from like a struggling family or nothing. You know what I mean? But it was just like I had to find some type of motivation. What is gonna make me want to get up every day, go shoot a film? What's gonna make me want to get up, make sure I write 5 pages of the script every day? You know what I mean? And other than that, it's just like, I don't know. I just always had a problem with working for people. And it's not like I wasn't good reporting people. It's just like, why are we helping this man make more money and we not getting paid like we are actually contributing factors to that? So, I mean, it's investments. So, like, anybody that want to do film, like, and you got a regular job, save 10% of every check, 20% of every check, upgrade your equipment. You know what I mean? Buy a little piece of equipment every time. If your check every week is $700, you can spend $100 out that check to go buy some piece of equipment or just put it to the side so you can save to get that equipment.
Damn. Man, that's gems, man. So, golly, boy, you got down on that. So, man, look, can you tell people, like, where they can find Mindfuc right now and your socials and all that? Just you let people know, man, like, where can they find all this stuff?
So you follow me on Instagram at jeff.jsquared. Mindfuc will be on Revolt TV on November 18th at 10 p.m. Woo. And then it should air for the next couple years at 10 p.m. every Friday.
Y'all heard him, man, and like I say, y'all, this your boy ATL Erob, man. Y'all know y'all can follow me at ATL_Erob. You know, check out my website at erob.tv. Y'all know we always coming out with content, helping business owners around the city, around the nation, get their brand together and take it to the next level, man. And like I say, y'all, go for your dreams, man. Don't give up. This man shows y'all, like, he literally was trying to figure it out, man, but he mastered his craft, and he took it to another level. Now he's partnering with Revolt TV, and I feel like it's just going to go up for Jeff, like, and it's just this beginning, man, and it's like, bro, like, you are inspiring so many people, and just keep going, bro, like, and don't give up, because I know you motivating a lot of people at the house, man, for sure. And one of the biggest things, y'all, I love what he said, like, because we're talking about adversity and reaching that next level, man. Like I say, y'all heard him. His film had got turned down over 30-something times, bro, like, at a film festival, but he just kept going, man. He stuck to the script, and he didn't give up. And a lot of y'all at the house ready to give up, but y'all know goddamn well, I believe in me, and tell them I believe in you.
For sure.